all. Last week we saw that we need a grace of blessings of Ganapati to proceed in our sadhana. So Ganapati is Adhisthana. Adhisthana is it's in the Bhusthana. Bhusthana, our body, sadhana sharira, it has 7 chakras, and it is called as 7 layers: Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, and Satya. Satya Loka, it's 7 layers, 7 levels. And first 3 is called as Bhu. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha. Up to the navel, it is called as Bhusthana. And Ganapati is the presiding deity for that one. And if you look at the picture of Ganapati, that he has a big stomach, it indicates he is the controller of space, that he has a big space. Purusha Sukta says, Nabhyam Asidantariksham, that Nabhya, in the navel, Asidanta Antariksha. Antariksha is there, and that's why Ganapati is represented with a big stomach, and a snake is wrapped around the stomach, indicating he is controlling the Kundalini Shakti. Enables us to awaken, that awaken the Kundalini Shakti depends on his blessing. And without his blessing, whole life is spent in looking for the switch which turns on the light. Whole life we look on groping in the dark, looking for the switch. And our body, as I mentioned, that is 7 layers, that 7 chakras represents 7 levels: Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha. And it represents Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, it's Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrara chakra. These are the 7 chakras represents in the different layers of higher worlds. And it's our it's Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha. It says that each world represents one world. That scripture says that there are 7 seas are there. 7 seas which we have to cross. That Sapta Sagara, each chakra represents one Sagara. Like Mooladhara chakra represents salt water. Bhagavatam in the 5th Skanda, it talks about this one. What these 7 chakras mean? Means 7 seas, 7 Sapta Sagara, they talks about. The Mooladhara represents the sea of salt water. Salt water, it's general our experience. Salt water means we get dejected in the world, that not interested in anything, that it's dejected, everything is useless, start criticizing everything, that we don't find good in anything, everything criticizing, always complaining. It's a Mooladhara chakra. And above that one is a Swadhisthana chakra. It represents a sea of sugarcane juice. Sugarcane juice indicates world of attachment. My people, my family, my wife, my child, that only we are totally attached to the things, that it's very difficult to get over that attachment. That my family comes first. If I have time, then I will do something. My family, my. It represents Swadhisthana chakra. Next chakra is the Manipura chakra. Manipura chakra, it represents a sea of spirits, alcohol. Alcohol represents intoxicant. It's one person that becomes very attached, intoxicated with the work, or whatever he or she does. It's very intoxicant, very focused, but only for the self-interest, not for others, only for me and my family. I am prepared to work for 20 hours a day, but for me and my family. I worked so hard, why I should give it to you? It is because of my hard work, because of my intellect, I worked so hard, I deserve enjoying the fruit of this one. It's a sea of spirits. And Anahata chakra represents a sea of butter. It's butter indicates in the butter always comes at the top. The tops, it's from there it comes the devotion. Devotion, it's devotion indicates it's a karma yoga. Karma yoga is ultimate of karma yoga is devotion. Karma yoga is karma is it's in Manipura chakra, doing for myself, me, my family, only for myself, and expansion of myself to ourselves. From me to ours, it's a karma yoga. To happen that one, if I want to do for instead of doing for ourselves, for everyone, it's also karma yoga. But to expand, to have that expansion happen, to have the karma yoga blossom, we need that devotion. Without the devotion, without seeing the Lord everywhere, we don't get the awakening of karma yoga. That always I am self-centered. To have that karma expand, blossom, we need the devotion. Devotion happens here in the Anahata chakra. Here Vishuddha chakra represents a sea of, it's a curd or yogurt. It's a yogurt. Now it starts, it's a clear distinction is there. What is that? Curds brings together, that a clear distinction happens. What is good, what is bad. That it's a vairagya dawns in. Vairagya is called as detached attachment. Our mind starts getting attached to the higher, nobler things, and trivial things doesn't affect anymore. It's a Vishuddha chakra represents a sea of yogurt. And here Anahata chakra represents sea of Kshira Sagara. Kshira Sagara is sea of milk. Milk is here, it indicates it's everything, it's a calm, serene, one gets the clarity in thinking, one gets wisdom, one gets vijnana. Jnana and vijnana, there is a difference. Jnana is a knowledge. Whatever you hear, it's an information. It's just a piece of information, and that information becomes my personal information when that I start experiencing that one. When I start, it's otherwise it remains only as an information, piece of information, like our library. We have big library. I have a big library in my head, but there is no personal experience. To have the personal experience, you need that vijnana. That is sea of milk. And here Sahasrara, it talks about sea of nectar, sea of Amrita. Amrita means is peace. Amrita means contentment and serenity and bliss within. That one starts experiencing that one, that person starts radiating peace. That peace and blissful. That one experience this Amrita, that trickling down from this Sahasrara down, drenching the whole body, that it starts, one experiences that one, that it's a Sahasrara chakra, that is a sea of nectar. It talks about 7 seas and relating to different chakras. It is in the 5th chapter Bhagavatam, it explains in detail that what are the inner symbols of these chakras. And if you don't, that it's on the 22nd of this month, a couple of days back, Dakshinayana has started. Dakshinayana, that Dakshinayana means in the 2 ayanas are there. Ayana means paths of sun. In the northern hemisphere, Dakshinayana means sun starts going towards the south, means daytime becomes shorter and shorter. Whereas in the southern hemisphere, Dakshinayana means the sun starts, daytime becomes longer and longer. And in Bhagavad Gita, in the 8th chapter is talks about Agnir Jyoti Aha Shukla Shanmasa Uttarayanam. It's this Agni Jyoti, this Uttarayana means in the northern hemisphere. It's a sun traveling to the northern side, north. It's a daytime, it's all indicates light. It's a yogi who departs the body during that time, goes to the point of no return. and Dakshinayana Agnir Dhumo, Dhuma, then Ratri, Krishna Shanmasa, Dakshinayana, one who departs the soul during the Dakshinayana time. It's Dhuma means smoke and dark, and Dakshinayana time, that yogi is returns. It's talking about the sadhaka. It's not talking about the ordinary people. It's talking about the sadhaka, one who departs in the Dakshinayana time, comes back, and one who departs the sadhaka, departs the body during the Uttarayana, point of no return. But Aitareya Upanishad says not to judge this based on the outer calendar. There is an inner calendar, that inner body, that Aitareya talks about. Don't judge when the person dies, whether it's not the Uttarayana or Dakshinayana. It's a Dakshinayana from June 22nd, I think, till 22nd of December. And don't judge based on that one as we do the sadhana. If the Sushumna Nadi is open, Sushumna Nadi is the path of light. Path of light, if that path of light is open, one departs through the Sushumna Nadi, path of no return. If yogi departs through the Ida or Pingala Nadi, it's a path of return, path of moon. It's that yogi is bound to return that one. It's a path of return. When the yogi comes back, it's goes through the appropriate world also, based on the merit, heaven or hell, and it's enjoys or suffers the according to one's own deeds. That we covered in the 5th chapter, that we covered what are the regions of hell, that how the soul undergoes the torture if the person doesn't adhere to the injunctions of the scriptures. One who acts according to one's own wills and passions, that there is a consequences, that soul has to reap the consequence of his or her action in the hell region. What are the consequences? We covered for last 4 weeks, and this week, Nargis, you want to read? You can sit here. Read this one.
This one.
Yeah.
Again in the
loud.
Again in the hell called Kumbhipaka in the region, the servants of the Yama fry in boiling oil that merciless fellow. Censured even by the Rakshasas, those feeding on the human flesh, who is actually so cruel and to cook beasts and birds alive. 13, what's 13?
No, it's okay, next one.
Further, he who hostile to his own father, a Brahmana means
the knowledgeable person, one who realized the Lord.
Brahmana or the Vedas is thrown into the hell called Kala Sutra, consisting of a burning level sheet of copper having a circumference of 10,000 yojanas and being excessively heated both above and below by the sun and fire respectively, and his mind and body being tormented with hunger and thirst, he continues there for as many thousand years as there are hair on the body of a beast. For in fact, he is no better than a beast. Now sitting, now lying down, and rolling about restlessly, and now springing on his feet and running in every direction.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Lie down on your back.